Hello, everyone, and welcome. My name is Mr. Oladio. I'm a health and wellness researcher. I've been into this for about 10 years. All I major on is helping women with issues of infertility, ranging from fibroid, blocked fallopian tube, ovarian cyst, and what have you. Now, I have done so much research within this country and outside the shores of this country, whereby I've been able to go wide in researching on the power of some certain natural plants that has no side effect in the treatment of infertility. I actually wrote one of the best-selling books, both local and international, that it was even actually appreciated by the wife. It talks about how to use moringa to boost fertility in women. These have been proven and tested. I'm going to actually give you for free how you can actually use it to actually aid your fertility. And I also made a large discovery recently, which was the toughest for us women with issues of the blockage of the fallopian. I tell you, it is difficult because women who have these issues, they find it difficult to conceive because the fallopian tube is very thin hole, whereby it's where you need to transfer. It's actually the passage that transfer the egg from the ovaries into the uterus, the womb. So once it is blocked, there is no way conception would actually take place. So to the glory of God, we've been actually to discover that, and within 3 weeks, many women who have presented themselves to us, we work with them, and then they now have their fallopian blockage opened up, and then conception becomes so easier. So, but recently, I've been working heavily with women to stop the issue of surgery because the death ratio and complications that arise from it is one that leaves sour taste in the mouth of many women, and some of them are always very afraid of going in for surgery. I tell you, even internationally, I've traveled to China and Korea in the Middle East. Many of them don't do surgery relating to fibroid. As a matter of fact, they have a low level of fibroid in that country because they majorly stay with natural things. And I'm going to share with you some certain things you are doing or food you are indulging or eating that's actually fueling the fibroid to even go bigger. And for those who are not having it yet, how you can actually put it on the check. So I'm going to give you um, a rundown of everything within a short period. Now, in this video, I'm going to show you um, how you can actually manage the fibroid if you're actually having it now. Before I show you the 2 month treatment plan that we have for you that can actually melt the fibroid, regardless of the size or the location, because fibroids are actually classified by their location. It's either it's around the womb, and that's the most commonest of all the fibroids. It is called the uterine fibroids. Now, once you have a better understanding of this thing, you can actually put it under check. There is not actually a particular thing that we can ascribe to be the cause of fibroid in women, but you can actually put it under check by staying away from certain things, specifically your eating pattern, which I'm going to get to in a moment. So we don't want you to start having complications from fibroid because what every fibroid patient goes through is so huge that they need to just put all they take under check to be able to stay away from this thing. Now, if you don't watch what you eat, then you must be prepared for the effects. Now, many a times you see fibroid patients, they present themselves with big tummy, and for some of them who have not yet conceived, people start hoping and wishing that 9 month period will come and go, and then they will celebrate to them on the delivery of their baby. But it continue unabated. They still have the big tummy there because it is a fibroid that is actually sitting there around their womb. There's no baby there. So heavy bleeding at times. There's this person I started working with recently. Before now, she couldn't go to the office regularly. She's always bleeding. In a day, she could be using about 2 to 3 pads. It was that serious. It was a brother who actually came across me online and then told me about the situation before I started working with her. This is her first man. Then the bleeding has stopped, and then the period is coming as I went due. So, what am I trying to say here is it's as a result of the fact that when I interrogated, I find out that why the fibroid was still there. It started just as a single fibroid, and before you know it, because she was still taking some certain pattern of meal, the thing went from 4 mm and then now moved around the womb into multiple fibroids. although we're already working on that and then it's already coming down. Now, pain during sexual intercourse, I tell you, this is always very, very difficult for them. As a matter of fact, many fibroid patients have stayed away from their partner because they couldn't do any longer, because whenever they have an intercourse with their partner, they feel so much pain because the fibroid is close to the womb and then the pain becomes so severe for them. So heavy menstrual bleeding, like I did mention, constipation, backache, and whatever. Some of them even find it difficult to climb their staircase. So I'm going to review to you certain foods you need to stay away from to actually put it under check. At least I will discuss two here. The remaining ones I will forward it into your email, because the whole goal is to see you get the fibroid taken out naturally, which is what we do in our own company, Go Green Herbal Center in Lagos. We make sure that we work with you within a 2 month plan to actually have the tumor, which is the fibroid, eliminated from your system. That's how it works. Now, if you're going for surgery, aside from the complication that could lead to either death, the damage of the womb, or in some cases, the surgeon could tell you, if it is so severe, for some who don't know that it can actually be melted, they will tell you have to go in for a hysterectomy, which means the total removal of the womb. So, whenever you're going for any surgery that relates to fibroid, it's like you are just cutting the stem of a tree. It's going to sprout elsewhere, and then if it's going to sprout elsewhere, it will not surprise you. It's going to grow at a very faster pace. That is if you are not even watching your eating pattern. So I'm going to share with you just about some things you need to do, foods that actually aid the growth of fibroid. Saturated fats I meant to write there. Now, refined sugar is also one. Alcohol, caffeine, conventional dairy, highly salted foods, white foods, oil milk, cream butter, and refined grains. Now, I'll walk you through just two, and after this, I will need you to drop your email in the form section and your phone number. I'm going to send you all other things I promised I'm going to send to you, which we're going to start using to work with you, because we're going to give you a meal pattern. You like it or not, you just have to adhere to it. That's what we do before we now give you the product that actually does the shrinking. Because if we don't actually work with you to stop that, even if that is going to work, you are going to actually start making the fibroid grow again. So they are benign tumors. They just come in just like you have a meat, red meat. As difficult as it is, you cannot eat it. But the kind of treatment plan we offer you is the first month we make sure we soften it, such that even if you're having this big belly or bulge, it comes down. People now think, what happened? Is she not pregnant again? So by the next month, the product, the natural herb, starts the shrinking process, and before you know it, it's gone. So you just go out, you fizzle out with your menstrual flow naturally. That's all. So now let me walk you through just two. Let's start with the saturated fats. Now, food high in saturated fat should not be consumed by fibroid patients. You see people, they start taking everything they can lay their hands on. Your eating pattern has so much to do with your fertility. It's very, very important, especially if you're still a woman rather, that has not reached the age of menopause. Because even if you have fibroid to the age of menopause, naturally, that's why I ascribe everything to nature. Naturally, the fibroid will start going back itself. But if you have not hit menopause, you are going to find out you're going through excruciating pains. So it will go back itself, it will reverse itself during menopause. It tells you it does not need surgery to take care of it, because if you're going to go in for surgery, it's just like cutting a banana or a plantain tree from the upper part. It will still sprout elsewhere, and then it's just going to go viral. So saturated food is what you have to do away with. Things like sausage, egg yolks, avocados, and high fat processed snacks. So you need to just stay away from them if actually you want to put your fibroid under check, and we can work with it within the 2 months period, which I'll get to in the next page, how you can actually have it shrink, and then you are free from fibroid for life, no coming back again, and no need for any surgery. The next one is refined sugar. It was when I saw the danger people suffer from refined sugar, especially women, and how actually it has actually affected or killed their fertility. I wrote a book on how you can use honey to boost fertility as well. I'll make all these things available to you while I work with you gradually. Now, you don't just take sugar indiscriminately. honey could have been the best replacement. I mean the natural one, the real honey. Now, this is one thing you don't know about natural honey, which I'll quickly share with you before you get it from me. The honey bee itself that secretes this honey that we take, it's one of the major um, ingredients as far as boosting fertility in women is concerned. And I tell you, if you stop taking refined sugar and then we give you all other treatment and some other oil you'll be using during your treatment, you'll find out that the fibroid starts shrinking on its own. It's that powerful. It's that powerful. So it doesn't work as miracle. It did not get there in a day. It's not going to fade out in a day. So it's just you that need to change a little thing about you, and then take the natural things that is going to make it to actually shrink. So I have some meal pattern that I'm going to give with you when I start working with you on what you need to take, and things I'm going to give you that will make sure that we work with you within a period of 3 months. The first 2 months is actually for the treatment, and the next month will be for the evaluation. So you need to turn in for another pelvic scan at the end and then see how it actually shrinked. I've handled case of multiple fibroids, and within 2 month period it went down. All you need to do is take instructions. So I'm going to give you a call, but before then, just so that you can get access to the treatment plan and other materials I'll be giving to you, just drop your email, name and phone number in the form section, and then I pick it up from there. I'm going to call you myself, and then we'll start working with you to actually get your fibroid taken care of within a period of 2 months. You don't need to turn in for any surgery. Stay away from death or complications that could arise from what fibroid surgery. The meal pattern, the eating pattern, the natural things you need to take, I'm going to work with you to make sure that you have that done within a period of 2 months. So thank you, and see you on the other side.